Hello there, Jordan here again, continuing on our self-discovery tools series here. We're going to be going over the high five test, which you can take at high5test.com. Just took this test for the first time, got my results. I'm going to be just going over with you briefly my take and what I think about it. So let's get started here. I wanted to show at high5test.com, I clicked on this Find Your Top 5 Strengths button. And this is what it looks like. I wanted to show you this real quick. This is why one of the parts of the test that I really liked, the fact that this is a sliding scale decision making right here. Instead of, and hopefully you can see this, strongly agree. I'm going to move this just shortly over here a bit so you can see. I believe stories are the best way to get a point across. Instead of having to mark it on a continuum, as most tests are, they have this dot right here that's strongly agree. And then, or that's agree, and then they have a strongly agree over here. I like that you can slide this back and forth. Now it's probably just weighted number values in terms of how they're getting that. But I really like how it's set up because sometimes I'm like, well, I think stories are great, but I don't know if I necessarily like 100% agree. So let me put it right there. And I think I ended up putting it right there because I think stories are a really, really good way, but I don't know if they're the best way. So I think it was really cool how this was set up. But I did just want to show you that you can take your test there. And we'll go over here real quick. This is where you take it. This is my results. So I just want to share my results and some of my thoughts on this test. Like I said, one of the things I liked about it the most was that sliding scale, questions and answers. And then the other thing that was great, it only took me 10 minutes to complete the test. Now I was able to answer the questions pretty quick, and that's 10 minutes even with taking some notes that I'm going to put in the description below. So really easy test to take. I thought the questions were good. Most of them made sense. Lots of times when you're taking these tests, some of the questions are just kind of like, what do I put there? For the most part, this one was okay. I knew what it was saying, I knew what it was trying to get, so I'd be like, okay, I can answer that question. I try to answer as honestly as I can. I would suggest that you do the same, and I got some good ones here. I like these. I think these fit me very well. That's the first question you have to ask yourself on whether a test is worth it, is does it fit in with what you already know about yourself? I think that's super important whether you're taking Myers-Briggs, CliftonStrengths, Enneagram, any kinds of those tests. Do they tell you what you are? Do they coincide? Does it align with what you already know about yourself? Now you can certainly learn new things from these, and I think this is helping me to do that as well. There's always something new you can learn, but just thinking about the fact that you don't want to go so far into one test and well, this doesn't seem like me at all, but this test says that I'm a problem solver. No, for me, yeah, I see that I'm a problem solver, and the test kind of confirms that. So you're looking for confirmation, nothing totally out of the blue here. That's not what we're looking for tests for. So I think it was helpful in that regard. As far as whether to take this test or CliftonStrengths, this test is free, but as you can see right here, you have to pay $30 to unlock the full report. So pretty much this is all you get. You get your listed high five here, problem solver, strategist, coach, empathizer, catalyst. Like I said, I love these because I love the word catalyst. My tagline on my website is Destiny Catalyzer. That's what I hope to do for people. I hope to get people one step closer to reaching their purpose and reaching their destinies. So I love that the word catalyst popped up, but I don't like that you can't download a free report. That's one thing probably my least favorite part about this supposedly free test, that you have to pay $30 to unlock a full report. Now, you do have to pay to take the CliftonStrengths at all. It's $20. To get the full 34 CliftonStrengths, you have to pay $50, which is fairly expensive. But for the most part, for me, I'm gonna tend to lean toward the CliftonStrengths in this case, because I thought this test was completely free. I thought I'd be able to get a full report, I'd be able to go from there, but no, I only get a little bit of information. Look how little I get here. I get the problem solver description, and then a few watch outs, and then it grays it out. Ooh, that's just not cool. I don't like that. I'm not gonna pay for that. I'd rather pay in advance and know something's really good. So biggest difference here is that you're not gonna be able to get a report really at all. And compared to the CliftonStrengths, you're not gonna have the same verbiage. So as far as like my number one is problem solver, I'm not sure how that lines up with CliftonStrengths, because my number one CliftonStrengths signature themes is futuristic. So is that the same thing? Are there any kind of futuristic or future thinking strengths within the within the high five? I'm not sure. I only have what I have here, so I don't know that for sure. So I'm not really sure how to line those up, how to see which words match with each other. That's probably the most important part with this, is that if you go into coaching or if you start talking about it with other people, if I were to take this test and my wife were to take CliftonStrengths, we wouldn't be able to communicate and have a conversation about our strengths in a way that we would both understand, because there's not that collective verbiage. So I think the more people that can just take the one test, the better. And I think CliftonStrengths has more research behind it, and it's what I'm used to as well. So I think if more people were doing this, and you didn't have to pay to get download a full report after you thought it was free, not a fan of that, I think this one would be good too. So let me know what you think of this test. Let me know what other tests you have taken. I'd be happy to hear from you. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these videos where I'm just talking about self-discovery and personal growth tools that you can find online. I'm super excited about it, but leave your comments below. Let me know what else I can answer here. Did just want to give a quick intro and some thoughts about what I found. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Give me a like. Have a great rest of your day. We'll talk soon.